Welcome, welcome to AD Topcast. Today is another day. I'm going to talk about the situation in the US, what's going on with Trump as he was elected for the next president of the United States of America. And other stuff is changing all over the world. The democracy as you know it, the right to choose as you know it, and other stuff is happening. So I'm going to talk about that for a little bit, and I hope you're gonna enjoy it. I thank you for you guys who are watching, and stay with me. We're going to have fun. Thank you very much. So, as you know, guys, there's a lot going on right now. President Trump is elected a second time. Kamala Harris lost election because of the Latinos and Black American vote, especially men's. So there's a lot going on. There's a tension going on, given what's going on in Russia, given what's going on in Ukraine, given what's going on in Gaza and Israel, given what's going on in Russia with Taiwan. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff in play right now. So please stay with me. Stay with me. We're going to have fun. I'm going to show you how African American was impacted this election, and how some of them are going to leave the country. Some of African American are going to leave a country, going to live somewhere else. Sometimes I feel like they don't really know what's going on. They need to get some other information. And also, you will be surprised how you see that some of these guys, some of the African American are enjoying the comeback of Trump, even if some are saying, oh, we're going to leave this country, we're going to live in Europe, we're going to live in Africa, we're going to live in Asia. Some are just, they don't see the result the same way, which is kind of complicated, because these guys used to vote for Democrat for like all the time. But time is changing. Time is changing, and we're going to see that.
Black person yet vote who displaying this level of anger and frustration, except the black people. Oh, that's why I say we the weakest, we the dumbest. We are the most unintelligent people on the face of this earth, and everybody know it. Everybody know it, on. Everybody know it, on.
Who won Texas last night?
Man, you know Texas went red. Ted Cruz won. They thought that our red guy was gonna win. Homie talking about your 12-year-old daughter gets. She's not gonna come on. Homie, they using fear tactics. If your 12-year-old daughter get raped, she won't be out. Well, chances are she get molested first. Oh, they don't talk about no other issues. They don't bring no other issues of concern to us until it's time to try to trick us and shame us into voting for who they want us to vote for. And not only that, homie, they went and got all the women. They went and got the hoes of the culture. They went and got.
So Shelstone was Democrat all his life. He came to change to vote for Trump this time because the deception he's talking about from Democratic Party. So he's talking about how they controlled African American, but they never really do anything for the community. That's what he's talking about. Look at how he's dressing right now. Look at how he dresses right now. Seriously, if you look how the ideology in this community is changing, it's even terrifying sometimes, because you can see men and the women try to fight because they don't on the same page. I don't even know if men should, or at least should, be on the same page with women when it comes to who you're gonna vote for. I don't know if that's even the thing, because if there is the right to choose, you can choose whatever you choose as a man, and you can choose whatever you choose as a woman. I don't think anybody should be between you two, or anybody should be like, oh, if you don't choose what I chose, you don't like me, because that's what's going on. So let me tell you something. The politics is a mess. Like I said all the time, do not fall with these guys. These guys, they will tell you good stuff, but when it comes to do what they say, they don't do it. That's why the community, these people are fighting. These people are hating each other because of the politics. If you trust this party and your friend trusts the other party, it doesn't mean you're an enemy. No, the politics themselves, they make you enemies. So do not fall for these guys. Watch yourself, do what you want to do, improve yourself, and make yourself what you want to be. Do not expect these guys to do anything for you because they want. All this is happening because the news, the media, they pump information in our head. They pump information in the population. And the people just consume this information without even check, without even do search and see if what the media is saying is true. People are consuming news without even doubt. So you better check when you're on TV, when you're on a radio listening, you better check if what they say, because everybody have agenda. These big media have agenda. You better check. Do not just follow. You have to come back, do your homework, double check, and then see why the other side is saying what they're saying. That way you're not gonna be lost. So most of these people, they were just following, they never double check. That's why they came to regret, because they thought that was like a Bible. But politicians, no. They are too far from Bible.
For a racist, a rapist, a dictator, you voted for a bully, a bigot, and a narcissist. Even the Germans tried to warn us, but you didn't listen. You didn't listen to the historians, the psychologists, the educators, and the intellectuals. Of course not, because Dictatorship 101 is to convince you to distrust the media, the educated, and to create an us versus them mentality.
It's always the...
See, you didn't listen to the politician. That's what she's saying. You didn't listen to the media. You did not listen to your teacher. You did not listen to your pastor. You did not listen to your governor. You did not listen to this, your psychologist, your mentor, whatever. No. Everybody has an agenda. This should be a very case study for other countries in the world. These people they thought they're going to get this vote as usual, because they knew Trump has this fairness, they knew Trump has all this background, and they thought people are just going to follow through and vote for Kamala Harris. They never listen to what people are saying. That's why they came to rules. Do not just listen and follow this media, this politician. Come back and double check. Because people who came and double check, they voted for Trump. People who came and double check, people who came and do research, people who did their homework, they voted for Trump. And the people who didn't, see what they're doing. They're crying. They thought the whole world is going to fall down because they put all the brain into this media. That's wrong. You should not do that, because the result is bad. It's going to affect your psychology. It's going to affect your whole everyday life. That's what's going on. Because some people are saying, oh, I cannot stay in the US if Trump is president again. Where they're going to go? Where they're going to go? They go in Europe? No. Let me tell you something. Most of this country, this big economic country, they are losing the democratic vote. Go to France, they are losing. The far right are progressive like crazy. Go to Germany, Democrat are losing. Go to Belgium, Democrat are losing. Go to Japan, Democrat are losing. they govern like with no issues. In Japan, South Korea, no issues. Right now, they are losing. Why? Because the people just get tired of this slogan with no work, with nothing behind it. People want to see the actions. People look into the pocket and say, oh, that's not true. They are losing. So for my friends who are saying, hey, we're going to leave, we're going to go in these countries, you better double check where you're going. Because I'm telling you this, we came from so far. I came from different country. I saw a lot. I traveled in a few countries. I have friends in different corners of the world. There's nowhere life will be better than what you have in the US. If you can improve yourself in the US and get better, you're not going to be able to make it in those other countries because life is more difficult in those other countries than US. I'm telling you, you better double check. Yes, you can make it, but you better double check before you even plan to leave because what's happening here, it's happening in Japan. What's happening here, it's happening in France. What's happening here, it's already happening in the UK. I think you know that. Everybody knows that so far. Everybody knows that. UK is Democratic Party is losing. France is losing to being ears. You can tell. Everybody knows that. So where are you going? I saw a woman saying he's going in East Asia, Malaysia, Philippines. Are you going in Philippines from US? Come on. You better double check. You better do your research and calm down. Calm down. Drink water. Take a breath and sit down. Think twice, then make a decision. But I'm telling you, most of you guys are going to regret when you leave your job and thought you're going to have a good life. There's no good life better than in the US. It depends on how you do it, how you sow stuff.
Maybe I'm holding out a little too much hope because I just keep getting disappointed. But I think this is gonna be my last video. As long as I'm living in America, I don't think I can make any more videos. Like it's not like people are clamoring for my videos anyway, but like I don't think I could make any more videos pretending like I'm happy. Like even during the Trump presidency, I figured out that I had depression and it kind of sorry. Yeah, I figured that I had depression and I've just been kind of like riding it, but I feel
Look, why someone should depend on these parties? Why should you depend on Democrat or Republican for your health? She already has a mental health issues right now. She's saying that she cannot make videos. She had a YouTube channel, but now she's saying she cannot make any more video as long as she's living in the US and she's trying to move out and go live in other country just because she's disappointed. She thought Kamala is going to win. What is that? That's how people get psychologically harmed because you cannot trust a political party like you trust God. It don't make any sense. I really don't get it, even in a second.
I should be at the post office and putting in my information because I need to leave. I need, for my safety, for my state of mind, I'm gonna have to leave.
For your safety. She's saying she's going to leave. She have to leave for her safety. There's nowhere you gotta be safe than in the US. I'm telling you this. There's nowhere you're gonna get safety than here in the US. If you can't get safety in the US, you're not going to get it anywhere else. Where? Boko Haram is in other countries. ICC is in other countries. Al Qaeda is in those countries. All those terrorism stuff, all those war that's going on. Where are you going to get peace if you can't get it in the US? I don't understand that. In the US, you get a problem, you call 911, you get help. It may take a few minutes, but you get help. You're not going to get 911 anywhere else. It's only in this country. I don't understand. People need to calm down, drink water, change their behavior, change their mind, and start to Google, study, learn about the society. Go on international news and start to learn.
It still didn't matter. Black women still don't matter. At least she was fucking VP. She knew what she was doing. She was in there. She was in there. She's already in there. You couldn't have just let her stay. Why do you want this man that condones people saying that Puerto Rico is a pile of garbage? That the blacks, which is the most fucking offensive. I can't even laugh. Like, usually I'm like laughing to get to the pain. There is so much pain I can't breathe.
Yeah, she said there is so much pain she cannot believe. I'm so disappointed in these people.
Personally, Charlamagne, what do you think?
I'm not falling out with my friends for who they choose to vote for. I have friends who are Republicans, Democrats, Independents. You know, they voted their interests, and people are not one-issue voters. I wouldn't want people falling out with me because of who I choose to vote for. Like, just because you voted for Trump doesn't mean you are a racist or a bigot or hate women. And the people I know who voted for Trump, most of them voted for Trump because of the issues like the economy and immigration. And guess what? I voted for the VP, but guess what some people would say to me? You voted for the VP, so you voted for genocide. So it's like, you know, nobody is a one-issue voter. We all have different reasons why we chose to vote for different people, and I think everybody just needs to grow up, because at the end of the day, whoever you voted for, whether it was Donald Trump who won or Kamala Harris who won, that person is the president of the United States of America, and whether we like it or not, they represent us all.
Yeah. That's right.
And you know, one more thing. You know what's so crazy?
What's that?
Politicians don't fall out with each other.
No.
So at the end of the day, Democrats and Republicans still got to go to D.C. and work with each other.
Yes.
So why are we the people who represent them and put them in office?
That's the point, okay? That's the point. Why us, the people, fight each other when these politicians themselves, they don't fight each other? That's weird. They're still going to DC, they're still going to this party, they still work together. But as people, friend, family, we fight each other because of this stuff. It don't make sense, and people need to wake up.
Sorry. No! Why?
Look, it's fair to say she's not handling it well. As for this next lass, I'm not...
I don't know. Are you crazy? How you do that? Huh? How you do that? Do not even do politics, because that's the result of politics. When you put all your brain into the politics, that's how you come out with. You became like a baby who is hungry and he can't get food. He starts to cry. It doesn't make sense. You're a grown up, but you still depend on these people. That's how people end up start to kill each other. I saw another woman who says, women do not have sex this year. The whole 12 months, do not have sex so we can punish these people. What is that? They complain about men not voting for Kamala Harris, so they're not going to have sex with men so they can punish them, those men. What the hell is that? Do not depend on anyone. Do not allow anyone to control your brain. Do not allow anybody to control your mind. That's how you end up. Like these people doing this crazy stuff that no sense. You're gonna end up giving up on your life. Tell you how Democrats are preying on these women psychology, but they don't offer anything other than destruction and just a nonsense. Listen to her. You'll be surprised.
However, I have paid attention to her campaign because she's come to Georgia quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And what I've noticed is that every time she came to Georgia, when she went to a HBCU,
Mm-hmm.
the tour was basically being led on women's rights and reproductive rights.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that was very offensive because, for one, Roe v. Wade had already been overturned. So it wasn't even on the ballot, if we're going to be completely honest. So it was just a way to play on the emotions of black women. And then also it was the fact that you're voting for women's rights, but you got to be born to become a woman, right? And these type of rights actually execute the women of tomorrow. So it's like all of the women that thought that they were voting for black life were actually the carriers of black life, right? Voting for a right to terminate black life. So it was a very offensive campaign to me, even all the way down to the DNC. And I think that's what sealed it in the coffin to me, because they went to the DNC, and I call it an abortion's Hot Wheel bus, right? Because they had a bus where they were performing live.
This is something else, okay? This is where it gets so weird, what she's going to say. I'm not sure if this is true. This may need to be verified, but if this is true, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's even hard to understand.
Abortions on the scene. What? And me, because I'm spiritual and I done studied all the religions and I know about Moloch and Moloch worship, I'm saying to myself, you mean to tell me that these people actually performing human sacrifices at the DNC to win the election? And I was like, God is not going to stand for this. But everybody you saw getting off that bus was a black woman. When you talk about downtown Chicago, what's the demographic? So why are we sending abortion Hot Wheel buses to the hood?
Wait, was this really
but
going
we're
on?
not taking them
George,
to the border.
Making this up because
Now
this don't
you
even
know.
sound
Now
believable.
you know.
Because we didn't see it
Now
on
you
news.
know I ain't gonna say nothing that can't be.
See, nobody understand this. Nobody get it because it's a nonsense. She's saying they're performing abortion on a bus. They bring a bus, and everyone who need abortion, there's a doctor who is gonna perform abortion on buses, on the street. She saw it because she's in politics.
Fact check.
Okay.
Now you know everything I say can be fact checked, and anybody
God.
can get on the computer and research this right now.
Why didn't they put that on in media like they always put everything
I'm
on?
not sure. It depends on what type of media that you're watching. Of course, we know that a lot of these mainstream media news outlets have been complicit, right, with being biased. But then you got, social media. And that's why social media is kind of like a gift and a curse. But it was all over social media, live footage, and that's why we got some people in Congress fighting so hard to ban TikTok and censor some of these other platforms.
Exactly.
Because you got the American people stepping up and telling the truth about what's really happening and exposing what's going on behind the scenes. So the fact that they had an abortion Hot Wheels bus in the hood in Chicago, they got all these abortion clinics in the hood in black communities, but they ain't got no abortion clinics at the border. They ain't sending no abortion bus down there to service them women coming across the border. They ain't got them abortion clinics in the wealthy white neighborhoods. I said, hold on, wait a minute. I said, I'd rather work for someone who wants to make America healthy again, right? Like Robert F. Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Instead of aligning myself, you know, and the black card was always in question.
Yeah.
Because I'm just finna get on some RNS right now. Y'all know what RNS is?
Yeah.
Let's go. What's
The
RNS?
realest.
Real nigga shit.
Yeah.
I'm just finna get on some RNS right now. Like,
I'm here for it.
You can't give me the black card if you married to a white man
Ooh.
and you raising white children.
Ooh.
America spoken. That's what good people are saying. That's what people with good sense are saying. America spoken. It doesn't matter who's going to run in this country. America spoken. People voted and we have no choice. That's what good people are saying. People with a good sense. That's what they're saying.
I mean, America's spoken. You're right. America's spoken. But, you know, black people, neither one of them don't, black people, we got to get our act together ourselves.
Right.
Because neither one of these parties is going to be truly beneficial for us, period. Let's just keep it 100. And we're not really looking at that.
Right.
Or we're not dealing with that. We're not facing that. We're not man enough. And those who are under Trump getting a check, even though 70% black men voted for Kamala, and, you know, 21 for Trump, and it went up. It went up, but still, though, you know, it's like neither one of those parties, man. We got to really look at ourselves as a culture here, and we got to look at also too. The Spanish vote really pushed Trump all the way. The Spanish vote came in real strong.
Absolutely.
And then Trump really stayed with his, you know, of course, the bottom line, but the fear factor, you know, like the transgenders and, you know, men dressing up like women, all that just stayed in people's mind, and it won, and he pushed it. All those young white dudes, they was with it. You know, people want to be like the boss.
Right.
Trump is like the boss, and, you know, men, period, like to be the boss.
Right.
So, man, you know, neither one of those candidates, and I'm with you on that, but I picked the lesser of two evils.
Right.
Man, we got to look at ourselves as a culture, bro. That's where we at now. And I don't think we gonna really deal. We're not gonna get any further if we don't deal with it. Straight up. I mean, Trump gonna give us a little bit.
That's true. That's true. This guy is just talking to the point. He's saying if they don't deal with this kind of stuff, they're not gonna go anywhere. They have to sit down and talk about it. If a woman is going to fight men because a man voted different, that's a society issue. They have to sit and talk about it if they want to improve. Because a man is a man, a woman is a woman. A choice of your neighbor doesn't have to be your choice. Everybody have to make a choice. That's why there is a democracy. I like this idea.
That's it. People ain't gonna give you nothing.
Look, Jelly, I think that you know what? I'm more optimistic today. A lot of people that's waking up right now that's black are feeling like that we lost, that we're going backwards. But I don't feel like that, because I feel like that if we had put somebody in office that has shown us the last 3.5 years that fuck you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to pay this. This is what it's going to blah, 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 blah. I don't care if you can't take care of your family. If we had woke up and still voted for that, that's the definition of brainwashed. That's the definition of an idiot. That's the definition of trying something multiple times and thinking you're going to get a different outcome. You understand what I'm saying? So I look at my people. I'm happy with my people that we saw through the bullshit. That we said, you know what we really care about is being able to take care of our family. And yeah, we have some problems in the black community, but we don't need y'all to fix it anyway. Trump isn't our savior. Kamala isn't our savior. It's going to come, just like what you said, Jill, it's going to come on us. But what is going to help us get there?
That's what I'm talking about. People need to come to this point and say, hey, if this one doesn't work, we're going to go through this one. And right now, I'm talking to my people right now, to my friends, to my family, to the people or at the continent. This one should be your case study. If you try this party, it doesn't work, get out, go to vote for another party. Because at the end of the day, the party is not the country. The country is different, the party is different. If there is multiple parties and you try this, it's not working, vote for something else. You're smart. You're not an idiot. You're not dumb. You can process whatever you see and find a solution for yourself. I hope this can be a case study for other countries, as well for politicians. I hope politicians are able to look through and see what's going on in the US and say, hey, we need to change the game. We need to listen to the people. We need to find out what people want, so we're not going to lose election. Because at the end of the day, every party are the same. Every party do the same. They all look for themselves. But whoever is going to do more for the people should be able to win and run the country. I hope this can be a case study for other countries that are suffering from this type of issues.
Family in position to.
And you don't think Kamala and Joe, that's what they've been doing the last 3.5 years?
Trump.
You don't think Kamala?
Let me tell you something. If it's gonna be a woman, it's probably gonna be Ivanka. She gonna be the first first woman president. I'm telling y'all right now. She a Republican. She gonna be the first woman president.
Trump,
I guarantee that.
Like I said, and here's another thing too. When Trump ran the first time in 2016, blacks were scared to even. You couldn't even say that you supported Trump.
Yeah.
Even people that supported him, even actors and stuff that he came on their shows, boxers that he made filthy rich. Those people came out and spoke this time. Mike Tyson said he ain't racist. He's always been a good friend to me. His door has always been open. Mm-hmm. There are black people that have been pardoned when Trump got out of office. Is that what a racist do? These are things let's
look at the people who got pardoned. Of course, most of them gonna be bigger figures, so everybody can look and say, "Oh, that's fine."
But he don't have to do that. He still is the president. But why would he do that? Why would you? But that's the point you're making. My point. I get it.
That's strategy.
I get it.
That's strategy.
Then, if everything is strategy, then we need to be strategic too, right? If they play games, we need to play game too. That's what I'm saying. And that's where I'm standing right now. We have to have a strategy because they are strategic too. I get it. I appreciate that. So thank you very much, guys. For you guys who was watching, there's a lot to watch. There's a lot to run. There's a lot of video to really run and see what is going on. But I'm telling you, this is going to happen. Like this program are going to go for a long time, because this is happening in the US, it's also happening in France, in Europe, Asia, and all those countries. Democracy is in a big problem right now. People are tired of the words. People want to see the progress. People want to see kids going to school and come back with a good baggage. People want to see their bank account going up. People don't just want to listen to those slogans, those good words about your rights to marry who you want, your right to vote for who you want, your right to choose your religion, your right to speak to whatever you want. No, that's not enough. People need food. People need money. People need to improve the well-being. That's what they want. I wish my people can see that and start to change their mind through the positive point, because we cannot just stay here. We have to move through and get to where we can do better, because at the end of the day, the society have to improve. The society have to do better. You cannot go back. We have to go forward. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.